welcome back to our morning show. We are meeting again after a long break with one of our new guests. She is from Kerala and here in Abu Dhabi she is working as Special Education Need Coordinator at British Orchid Nursery. She has also won the International Women Icon Award 2022. So let's welcome our guest Veena Vijaykumari. Hello Veena, how are you doing?
Very good, Samreen. How are you?
I'm absolutely fine, very excited, very energetic and so happy to meet you. How was your morning today?
It was very good, as usual, every morning. Because I enjoy every mornings.
Wow.
God is giving another opportunity to open your eyes the next day morning.
So tell us about yourself, Veena.
Here in UAE or from the very beginning?
From the beginning?
Okay. Daughter of a teacher and an Air Force person. Daddy was in Air Force. Grew up one among the three. Grew up in a joint family in both sides. Enjoyed a lot beauty of Kerala. I'm from Kerala. Studied there back in Kerala itself. And just after my graduation, I just saw, because I did my bachelor's in economics, which is entirely different from what I'm doing now. Just after my graduation, while waiting for the results for my LLB entrance, journalism entrance, I saw an advertisement in Hindu National, like career with a difference. So I just looked at that, what is it? So I saw a picture of a baby girl sitting with a hearing aid. So I just applied. So it was a test, went through the test, got selected. There was training in Adayar Balavidyalaya school. It was a teaching area with a difference because you have to teach children with hearing impaired how to speak.
Okay.
So after my training, I got selected. I was one who was selected. 4 were selected from the 3,000 candidates in Kerala, and that was the first institute in Kerala, National Institute of Speech and Hearing.
So did your family support you?
Yes, of course. Because my mother, she was a teacher, nursery teacher. And I was behind journalism and LLB and all. I was the candidate for journalism from the college and all. So my life was behind all those things. But seeing this, I just applied, and getting into the profession, I came to know, okay, this is totally different. So I changed myself. But side by side, I studied journalism also. I joined for an evening course and all. So enjoyed my job.
So currently you are working as a Special Education Need Coordinator. So what do you actually do?
Along with my job, I did my psychology masters and special education bachelor's.
Okay.
Came to UAE in 2004. I did a pediatric speech therapy masters as well. Started working with Future Rehabilitation Center in Abu Dhabi as a special educator.
Okay.
What we do is we deal with all type of special needs children. We teach them to be confident. As a special needs teacher, we are not making IAS people or doctors or engineers. We can't.
Yeah.
Parents have limited choice because it is very painful to see a mother when she comes to know that my child is having a challenge. So from there we start our job, convincing them, yes, God has given you this child, but it is your time now to act boldly.
Wow.
Okay, so that is how we start our job, training the parent, molding up the child to be independent. First of all, to be independent. We know that now the strength of autism and ADHD kids are increasing day by day. So what we are doing is at least give them a future, not to depend others, at least to do their self-help skills independently.
So do you emotionally attach with your work?
Yes, of course I am.
So in this field we need so much patience, kindness, right?
Yeah.
So what is the biggest challenge for you? Like during your job, during this period, what is the biggest challenge if you are working with the students who need special education?
See, every day, I don't say that it is a challenge. It is a new day for us actually when you deal with a child who is having challenge, because some kids, they don't speak. And the parents, obviously, they want the child to be expressive verbally, which you know that 100% this child is not going to speak. So in that way, helping the child to express himself, even if it is not verbally, in some other way, It is not a challenge, it is a task.
So why do you choose to work in this field only?
As I told you,
Is there any personal reason, or this is your choice only?
it's my choice. Normally, I know a lot of people who are working in the field, rehabilitation field, of course. They may have an experience from the family or from the friends, relatives, something they may have. But I think God has picked me from the very beginning. This is after my career. After a long time only, I realized that I was picked by God from long time when I was a child itself. Because when I was looking back, I remember the person who stayed next to my mother's family. It was another joint family. There was an uncle. We used to call him Rajan uncle. He was big. We all were afraid to go near to him. He was a mentally down person. He used to go behind the children like he always wanted balloons. As a kid, I was afraid to go and see him because whenever he see him, he'll ask, "I want candy, I want balloon, I want balloon." So all the kids runs away. But at that time, slowly, I was trying to move near to him. So these things, lately I realized that I was picked to do this job. That was one experience. And then one assistant teacher who worked with my mother, she had a child who was Down syndrome. So people used to keep him away from every occasions, from gatherings and all. He was so small, and even I was also small. But I used to give him a hand, like I used to call him, "Ranjit, come, let's play." I used to pull him into our gatherings. All these things I realized maybe after my job started and after 10 years, very lately, when I was thinking back why I am here, then I am thinking like, okay, it's all God decisions. It's not our choose. We are not choosing anything. He is leading us. That's why I'm here.
So Veena, can you treat a normal child or a special child the same way?
Of course. I don't see a difference. Only the special need child, when you say the child is having some limitations, but if you come to know where he is having a challenge, support him in that way. See, when we say normal child, can you just show me one child without any behavioral issue nowadays? Even for us, we have tantrums. So we all are special in that way.
Yeah.
See, for example, just a few examples we can pick. A common example. I am going through my mobile phone. I am very busy watching something which is very interesting to me. And my daughter is keep on asking me something. I have answered her without raising my head. Again she came and she grabbed the phone from me. "Amma, I want this." So I get angry immediately. This is what is happening with that child. Because, he wants to say something to us. We are not able to focus on him, and the child shows some types of tantrum. This is common with every person. We cannot say that special or normal, nothing like that. Just try to understand the child, whether it is normal child or a special child.
So this mental issue, all these things, this happen from birth, or this can happen instantly at any age. I heard one case. He was a normal child. He was 9 years old, but suddenly he started seizures. And after spending 1 month in ICU, doctor said that there was no hope. He might have to spend his whole life in rehab centers. So that's what want to ask you, that is this situation, this mental issues, this mental health, all these happens during birth, or after birth this might happen, or at any age this might happen?
It can happen anytime, but nowadays we do see from birth itself neurological problems like autism, ADHD, hearing impairment, visual impairment, everything by birth itself it is there. A lot of reasons, underlying factors are there, which is still autism, which is still researches are going on. What is underlying? Could be this, could be that. So many factors are there. But the case which you have mentioned is a neurological problem.
Yes.
And a psychological problem as well.
Okay.
It's a neurological
Neurological I can understand, but why it could be related to psychological?
Because we don't know. We have to see the case file.
Okay.
Because why the child immediately got a seizure, whether he has a family history of parent or even the one generation ahead before. So we need to find the underlying factors in that way, along with why immediately any stress, anything happened in the school, anything happened in the family, even it can happen in the family, because if a child is seeing a very smooth, happy family, which the child was getting everything in his hand before his requirement, it was a happy life for him. All on a sudden, one blue moon, it's a big fight between the father and mother, which the child won't be able to take it up. So it can fall into a seizure because the body reacts in such a way, because child is small. He is not intelligent enough to find out, okay, this is something which is, I need to understand, I need to, because a small baby, 9-year-old child.
Yeah.
So
Do stress or tension or stress or this depression cause seizure, and this because of this seizure, is it there are chances of having brain damage?
It is totally a medical question actually.
Okay.
It is a cause, one cause. It is not the complete cause. It is one cause. Family stress and all can give us, especially for children, their body reacts in that way. And there are so many tests to be done to find out the underlying fact. Yes, it can make the child as a rehab case. Child requires a lot of therapies, and yeah, possibly, because nowadays a lot of support therapies, alternative therapies are there, which we can help the child to come out. Cannot 100% say that the child will spend his life throughout the life as a rehab child. Because I can give you an incident. Last year, I got a patient who was 22 years old.
Okay.
I didn't see him directly because they called me from Kerala. He was an engineering student. He was the topper in the college. He came for a vacation. All of a sudden, he got an attack.
Seizure attack.
Yeah, seizure attack. He fell down and he was paralyzed
Oh
for
my
around
God.
6 months.
Oh my God.
Now he started, because of the therapies, all physiotherapy, speech therapy and medications, he started coming back and he started studying again. He can walk, he can talk, he started continuing his studies.
Okay. So is
That's
there
what-
any hope?
Yes, of course.
There is hope. My God, my goosebumps. Veena, what role does discipline play in teaching, and what is your approach?
Teaching.
Yeah. As I heard that you were a teacher also.
But special need field, yes, I do. Because see, now I am working with British Orchard Nursery, which we follow entirely British curriculum, early years learning technique, which our motto is the child leads, teacher is not, which is entirely different from Indian method of education, which we have a nursery setup. The children will come, teacher will ask them to sit on chair, they have to sit, they need to get up and say good morning, they need to repeat whatever the teacher says. Here, the child is free to enter the class and free to go wherever he wants to go, whatever he wants to do. They have different areas like construction area, play area, creative area. So if I am interested in doing painting, obviously I'll be moving towards the area which I see a lot of colors and brushes. So I'll go there, I'll do what I like. The teacher will come and ask me, oh, what do you like? You like to do painting. Are you painting? Can I draw something for you? So the child is leading and the teacher is supporting. So obviously that helps. We are not forcing the child. We are not grabbing the child by no, it's time to sit and write. We are not doing that. So I feel like that helps the child's development. So there, the teacher who has a lot of patience will be doing a wonderful job.
So Veena, as you told me that you won the International Women Icon Award. It's a brilliant,
Thank you.
thing. So how was the journey, and how you got this?
That was a recommendation from one of my parents, because when these people called me, then only I came to know about such an organization. This is from India. They are some Guinness record winners or something. They are the organizers. So they called me and they said, we have your reference. We would like to know more about you. So I asked them who has given. Then they said, no, that we can't reveal. We have your reference. We have did some research inquiries regarding you. Now you can give us your brief description and give one more reference to check. So I just gave that. It was last year, the beginning of 2022. I gave the reference of the manager whom I am working. So I said, you can check with them regarding me. maybe that is from the beginning that parent have told. Along with supporting the children, what I do is I feel that we need to empower women.
Yes, of course. Of course.
Because
Absolutely.
I have seen lot of mothers who
Mhm.
are sacrificing their job because the moment when they come to know that my child is having a problem, the first question from the family they have to face, why your child? So they need to give an answer for that first.
Yeah.
And how I go ahead, that is a big challenge in front of them. So I do help them first of all, like if I'm getting a small child, it's not easy to convince a young mother,
Mm.
to
Correct.
say that your child is having a problem, you need to do this, that, you need to support your child, leave your work. Because when I was working with National Institute of Speech and Hearing in Kerala, we used to tell either one of the parents should be here with the child. We do tell them like that. At the beginning, we were very strict. Either mommy or daddy, resign your job. If you want your child to speak and go to the school at the age of 3 years, we were taking from 6 months onwards. At the age of 3 or 4 years, if you want your child to go to the nursery, as a normal child, we need either one of you be with the child 24 into 7.
Okay.
So it was like we were training the parents. So it is not an easy job. It's a hard way to go ahead. So I always pick the mothers, I empower them, I tell them that it is easy if you are strong enough to face it.
Mothers have to be
Yes.
strong. Yeah.
Then you can see the smiling face of your child, you can see the success. Then you don't have to sacrifice your job, shift your career, because I can give you some number of mothers who have shifted from engineering to special education because they are doing a lot for their child in this field. Then why simply going behind only this, do something more to the society, to the other parents who are in need. So slowly they start moving into this, they learn a lot, they do some courses. I help them by, according to my knowledge, I find out the courses and institutes which we can do from here. They do complete. And previously we were doing some group sessions, like all these mothers and me and all, because we gather the kids together, we do some activities. So these all are learning experience to mothers.
Okay.
So they are good teachers.
Okay. Wow. So Veena, what is Saisha India?
Saisha India is NGO. It is an NGO which supports breast cancer survivors.
I think you also work with Saisha India.
I am a volunteer, not officially.
Oh, okay.
Because they did not approve me till now. Because my knockers are not perfect.
Okay.
My daughter is a volunteer in that. She makes knockers and beanies, and I help her to make the beanies which we give to the children who are cancer survivors. They do make a lot. In UAE, it is an active NGO. A lot of ladies are working behind it, ladies and teenage girls. We do make knockers and we send it to India. There is a lady, Jayasri Ratan, who is the head of this organization, who is doing a wonderful job. She collects all this. Only thing, you need to spend 1,000 rupees to buy the yarn and make it. They will train you. You have to complete the course online. They will train you how to make it perfectly.
There is,
different sizes.
Yeah, different sizes or...
Yes, different sizes. They have connection with many hospitals.
Okay.
Whenever they come to know in this hospital there is a need of hundreds of this one, they do donate it over there.
Okay.
And we do follow up with this customers also. Every year we give them again another pair.
So what are their requirements?
For what?
For officially, if you want to officially, join that NGO or into this group.
You need to attend the training programs, three training programs. You need to make a proper knocker first of all, which is not an easy task.
Oh, okay, that's right.
So once your knocker is approved, you can at least one a month if you can make and send it to them, which is a good job, which you are, that also again, after a breast cancer surgery, we know a lot of ladies, they don't want to come out to the society, they don't want to go for any gatherings and all, and they have a lot of discomfort. So there we do give counseling to them, and we go and personally meet them. A lot of people are working in India under this organization. This is how we support, and we are just making a tiny drop from UAE. We have a lot of smart ladies here in Abu Dhabi who is working in this group.
Wow. So Veena, how do you manage your work and your family?
Simple as everyone does.
Actually, everyone can't. That's why I'm asking you, how do you manage? You are doing so many things at the same time. So how do you manage?
I think there should be a system for us. You don't feel like I'm doing a lot. Just enjoy what you do. Things will fall in place. Because I did homeschooling for my children. I have 2 boys and a daughter. My boys are doing engineering. 2022 they have joined. 1 year completed. 21-22 batch. 1 year completed. So they went to Bangalore. That's why I took a break in between from from my profession of 10 years.
Oh my God. Wow.
Because that was for homeschooling, which was, for everyone was asking us, what are you people mad? Just getting back your kids out from the school. They should go to the school. They need a peer interaction. They need to study well. They need to be competitive. So we thought, okay, let us try. So we just took them out. They were having programs. They are singers. The boys are singers. So on and off they travel for their music programs and all. Coming back to the school, we'll have to do a lot of projects works and all. So we thought, okay, we don't want to put them all pressure together. Let them enjoy what they are doing. Side by side we will teach them to live in the society. That's what we thought. We didn't tell them to be doctor or engineer, and they both have told us that we just want to be singers. What me and my husband told them, just be good human being. Everything will come behind, or everything will fall on space. So they studied and they scored quite good marks. We never asked them to score high marks.
Not every parent think like this. You are really brilliant. Yeah.
Thank you so
Not
much.
every parent, seriously, not every parent think like this. Nowadays, everybody want their kids to get good marks. They want their kids to become a doctor or engineer. They push them, they force them to study, to become a doctor, to become an engineer. But you are really doing a good job.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much, Veena. After a very beautiful talk, I'm repeating, a very beautiful information you shared with us. Let's move to our last segment. I have a first thing. Would you like to give a message to our viewers?
Yeah, of course. Because here you people are doing a brilliant job.
Thank
I
you.
went through the videos which you have. You're trying to introduce people who are sitting at home doing big things and all. So giving them a confidence, to come out to the screen. So many people are seeing you. So as ladies you people are, even you guys are sitting home behind the screen but trying to introduce a lot into the society, which is brilliant. So there what we have to say is like, try to find out, support each other. Because this, from my UAE experience, I have seen a lot of ladies, when I go down to pick my daughter from the bus when she was in, I used to see some ladies coming down, picking the child, going back. They don't talk, they don't look at us. So I forcefully interfere. Hi, hello, how are you? Which flat are you staying in? And just whenever we see them out, giving a smile, gradually I happen to enter into their, I can say grievances. Many of them have, silently tolerating a lot inside the houses, especially here. Because they are away from the parents, married to a man, coming back, leaving, and to be frank, all of them are highly educated as well. They are sitting back at home, listening and tolerating everything silently, going behind this job. So just find out, support ladies. When I say support ladies, I am not avoiding the men, because we need our husband's support. So try to make a happy family.
Yes.
First of all, show your children.
I must say, do something for yourself. Whatever gives you satisfaction, just do it something for yourself.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Enjoy what you do.
Yeah.
And find out if somebody needs a support others.
Yeah.
teach your kids also to support others from the very beginning. If the friend is not having a pencil, teach your child to share your pencil or the rubber. From there we are teaching them. If you have one candy, break it and share with others. This my mommy used to say, if you are having only one peanut, break it into 3 and give to your brother and sister.
Wow.
So from there, we need to teach our children also the same.
You are doing a brilliant job, Veena.
Thank you
Seriously. So thank you so much, Veena. Let's move to our last segment. After so much information and so much gossips, let's move to some fun parts, some fun segments. Okay? I have a task for you which you need to perform as I always do. So I have a tongue twister for you. You need to repeat it 2 times, at least 2 times. Fast, fast.
This is Hindi.
But it's written in English.
Yeah. And second,
Even it's not in Hindi. It's a tongue twister.
Can you read it first for me?
Yeah. I'm doing a task. तोला राम ताला तोल के तेल में तुल गया. तुला हुआ तोला तले के तेल, तले हुए तेल में तल गया. It's a tongue twister. My tongue is also slipped my tongue.
तोला राम तोला तोल के तेल में तुल गया. तोला हुआ तोल तेले के तेल हुए तेल में तल गया. तोला राम ताला तोल के तेल में तुल गया. तोला हुआ तोला तेल के तेल हुए तेल में तल गया.
Fast.
तोला राम ताला तोल के तेल में तुल गया. तोला हुआ तोला तेल की ताले हुए तेल में तल गया.
Wow, that's great. Thank you so much, Veena. Thank you for coming on our show. And thank you so much, everyone. See you in our next episode. Till then, do like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Beauty and Beyond.
Thank you so much.